Want me to do it first?
Oh, quit.
Morning, folks.
That is not your snacky. Quit.
All right, folks, it's time. Let's go. The neighbors, I seen their combine. It's time to get moving. Now, I'm joking. We are taking the combine outside to do a just a check through of all the systems that we updated. We put a airflow performance kit in this combine, and well, we haven't ran it since we did that. So we're gonna take it outside, start it, make sure everything's working. Travis from AgRev's down here just to make sure everything's gonna work right, and then get that, and then we'll be in good shape. So harvest is quickly approaching though, like probably down to being a couple days away. Tomorrow's farm science review. I'd say when we get back from that, I would imagine Wednesday at some point, some corn will get ran. So one of the things we got going this year are 360 cameras. We did not have them before this year, I guess due to COVID, but they're in there now. Dad's in there just a sweeping away. So we're definitely going to park this thing right in line of the road so the neighbors can see that the combine's out. Everybody a little worked up. So one other thing we're kind of going over is our GSI dryer. We've got a Walinga airlock, and right now it's locked up. Kind of a common thing once we get it freed up. Sometimes they just need a little persuasion, and then dryer will be ready to roll, I guess. Guess it? No. Get back this way, turn around, bring it back. So last year crop conditions were so dry, we dry 2,000 bushel maybe?
Much.
So the dryer really didn't get a whole lot of use to it last season. She's turning! Well, that's good. It didn't really take much convincing. We've had to do a lot of persuading before. So we got like 3 loads of old corn to haul today. Just gonna be this truck. The other semi popped an airbag. And then the other semi isn't hooked to a hopper bottom just yet. Doing a couple last minute fixes on it for harvest. So should be able to get these last 3 loads today though. Sweep's gonna be going around, so it's gonna be a little slower, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. So we've just about got a load, and see what the combine status is over here. See Travis carrying a bunch of wires and a computer. The fact that he's leaving the combine with him is probably a good sign. Yeah, updates and the like. Are we up to date on our booster shot?
Yeah, do you want me to show? I showed him the ag leader.
Yeah, better show. Give me a refresher. So I believe the combine has a clean bill of health. So that's good news. Now I think Dad's gonna hook the corn head up. It's been in the hoop barn since last fall. Get it out. We gotta grease it still. So I'm not gonna be shocked if he doesn't try to run some corn today. I hope we don't, because we're not ready. But he's getting very anxious looking. Just see how the head picking's going. Apparently not good. No one's in the combine. So every year when we pull our head out, someone always makes the comment that we should have cleaned it up. This was blowed off after harvest. I do not remember if it was ever washed off. But I do believe that blowing off all the chaff is better than washing it when it comes to harvest equipment. I know a couple buddies do not believe in washing something they're going to leave set all winter outside because you get water in it. I don't know that I'd go that far, but it was blown off. So it's as good as it's going to get. If you don't like it, well, it ain't your head. I don't know. It's our head. So if this is your first time tuning in, yes, we have 2 red snouts, and yes, we have 6 paddles of a corn reel. I only have 6 because it's a folding head. Dad's trying to remember how to unfold it. Oh, he just threw his hands up. A little bit of air in the lines, I guess.
I'd say we haven't looked.
So some of the updates we did to this, all the hydraulic fluid got drained out, and it would appear that we've got some air in our lines. So I get the sweep fired up in this bin, and we'll just let it run around. Might have to do a little shoveling before we can get the sweep going though. So once this bin sweep has went all the way around, we'll come in here and we will break this back from the walls, push everything towards the center, and let the sweep go around one more time, and then we'll probably clean her out good and proper after that. I think we got at least one more load, probably be 1 a piece. Well, cargo's closed and the truck's loaded for tomorrow, so I guess we've done all we can do, and the bin's still not cleaned up. So. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good deal. Morning. Happy first day of harvest, we hope. So we hope, because we got a few other things we've got to get done today before we can harvest, but I think we'll be able to get there. We'll see. So first thing we got to do before we even think about harvesting, we've got like a load and a half still left in this frickin' grain bin. It's like the bin that just won't empty, which is good. It means more money, I guess, from last year's corn. But we're gonna haul that in, and then we've got to grease a few bearings and stuff like that around the grain bins. We usually do that right before harvest every year, so get that going, and then get moisture cables in the bins all tied down. That way everything here is ready to receive corn. I have a neighbor that started at 17% moisture. If that's the case, we will bypass the holding bin. We will go right into a bin. So that will speed things up. We won't have to dry, but that's on gravelly ground right beside where we're going to start. I don't think all of it's going to be that dry this year. I gotta pull this thing over and wash the freaking corn dust off of her. Be nice to see again. So after this bin's cleaned out, we will clean the floor pretty good, treat it for bugs, and then tie these cables back down, and then she'll be ready to go for harvest. Yeah, Dad's sitting there in the ideal. I don't know what he's doing. He's getting antsy. He's starting to get the fever, but we've got some things we got to do first, Pop. Got her cleaned out just in time to fill her up. So now that the grain bins are cleaned out, I need to clean up a little bit around here. Got some stuff to clean up there, stuff to grease, little odds and ends things before we get it into harvest. So that's what we're going to do the rest of the day, I think. I don't know that we're going to make it to harvesting today, but we'll be setting good for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll dump this corn over here in the kind of where the critters can eat on it if they want. Most of this is rotten, so we gotta get rid of it anyways. Now, one thing, it's definitely hot. About a week and a half ago, it felt like early October. Now we feel like mid-July again. I don't even know if this blower works. We'll find out. Morning, folks. A couple things we got to do before we harvest. We're going to finish this airbag on this Kenworth. Got a tire company supposed to have been here 4 days ago, changed tires on it. They're not here yet, so need them to get here. But that will not impede us from harvest because we've got the other truck hooked up now. So we'll have 2 semis. We got a couple things we're going to do to the grain cart before we take it out. And we'll pretty well be ready to go. Maybe throw some grease in a couple bearings around here and be in business. I don't know if today will be a full start or a soft start, but I feel like today some corn somewhere will get ran. One of the odds and end things we got to finish up this morning. This is the only truck we've got with a manual tarp. Well, manual tarps usually have a bungee on them to help pull them across. The bungee's out on that one. We could definitely use the truck, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to tarp. So we're gonna put a new bungee on that this morning before the chaos breaks loose. Run upstairs and see what we can find in the parts room. Pretty positive we have several of these bungees laying around up here. There we go. That's good. I'm about to break that cap. Huh? That cap's falling apart. Pretty rotted. Dry rotted.
Where's it fastened to? Oh, right up on top, so it fastens.
Yeah, good.
Any way we can tie a knot in it up there?
So this cap here on the end was stuck. So instead of tearing that cap up, we just tied a knot in the old bungee. We'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, BJ came over here to get the cart, and apparently the fence dead. So try to jump start this thing. We've got a scoreboard to go on the side of it. I'd like to get that on there. I don't know how much is involved in that process, but it mounts right there. Most used piece of equipment we got, jumper cables. Right. You see evidence of the grain cart operator. We figured it out. Now that these things are green, you got to pay a subscription to use the batteries every month, and we forgot to pay ours. It's all making sense now. That one's probably dead too. So while we're waiting on that tractor to start, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this corn that came out of the bottom of this dryer and get it hauled off. think we have got our payload. So we're going to take this back here and dump it. Now in Ohio, you can put corn out where you happen to be deer hunting. So that's where we're going to put this. So it's got a lot of rotted corn in it. If we were taking a load to Cargill right now, I'd probably just blend it, but we're not, and I don't want to put it in the bin. So here we go. One thing I wish that this buggy had was an electric dump bed. It'd be real handy if it had that right now. Because I don't think I can pick this thing up when it's completely full like this. Let's see what we can do now. It's got a little hydraulic assist cylinder, but yeah, we ain't gonna lift it yet. There we go. So we're still waiting on the grain cart to charge. Until it charges, we can't go combine because this grain's going in the bin. We like to keep a weighed record for lots of reasons, and well, that all goes through our grain cart scale head. So this is very frustrating. Didn't have this on my bingo card that the cart tractor would not start all day. So we're still waiting on this glorious tractor to start. Figured we throw a scoreboard on here, and well, this does not look very difficult.
Well,
Which kind of scares me.
we ain't done yet. Yeah, we ain't even started.
It appears we bolt these magnets to this thing, and then one wire runs right into the scale head.
It doesn't look difficult. You realize we spent the entire week trying to harvest corn. We've yet to get to a field.
I said it's kind of scary. It doesn't look that difficult. I'm just worried how we're going to screw this up, make it take all day.
No washer.
Washer or washer?
Wash, you heard me.
Do you wash your clothes?
Oh, the machine does. Good Lord. Oh, it is.
Well, folks, everything is as ready as it can get for harvest, except for the grain cart. We can't get it started. Well, we got it started, but our batteries are done for. They're shot. Because of that, they're not powering on everything that needs to get powered on. So we need two new, very hard to find, very large 1400 cold breaking amp batteries. Should have them in the morning, but we will not have them today. There will not be any corn harvested today. So thanks for watching, folks. Yeah, I guess we probably should have got the grain cart out before we wanted to go to the field, but so goes it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully the rest of the harvest goes a little smoother than the start.